how she incorporated technology and racism and all kind of stuff into play, but it was fun. But moving on from that, right? We want another thing that was on. What is the name of the show with Fazir Muhammad? I can't remember. But his show this morning, all of this took place on his show. He had Gary Griffith, Commissioner Gary Griffith, sorry, on the show, and he was just talking about all the current affairs and what is going on with regards to him. Because something that we recognize, well, me personally, what I have recognized is the talk about what happened in the dark comes into the light. And we just see, and that's just what is happening. We're just seeing a lot of the nastiness being portrayed that was hidden a long time ago. And it was a conspiracy and a conspiracy theory and all these kind of things. But now we have a police commissioner who I personally, now this is my own personal opinion, who I think was really trying to do something. Right? From time he come in and I see he started to get rid of corrupt police officers, although we know he can't really get rid of that because a larger number of the police force will have to go. But I'm just saying, he started to get rid of a lot of the corrupt police officers and he really started battle crime and thing. It opened a lot of people's eyes and people was like, ooh, this man actually doing something. But in recent events, we are seeing where he is like he bunks in his head. For lack of a better term, he bunks in his head. And people starting to look at him sideways. And instead of trying to own up to it or turn a new leaf or fix some of his mistakes, he's having banter with people, which I find is childish. I find is unnecessary. But to each his own. You do your thing, Brett. But really and truly, what happened here was, in my opinion, from the way I see it, he actually tried to do something, and I don't know if it is that he got cocky, or he had get swell, as some people will put it, but he ended up challenging like the wrong set of people, and he started to realize, nah, boy, all right, maybe I don't have as much power as I thought I had because it had people out here with more power than me, and then what happened was he end up now with this Susu thing that he targeting and he trying so hard to attack. It's like he trying to find retribution with this. And so when he make the big arrest and thing, everybody like, yeah, man, yeah. Well, not everybody. It was literally split down the middle. Some people for the Susu, some people against the Susu. I'm not taking a side, I know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is that the people who was on his side was like, yeah, take it down. This is a scam and whatnot. And then behind his back, the money was given back. The guy was let out, so he ended up looking like a joke. And what I find is strange is that he replying to regular civilians on the ground. He correlating and replying to regular civilians on the ground. What is that? I think Mr. Gary Griffith, I'm not going to act and pretend like you're listening to this program because it's a relatively new program. Nobody really know me, so I'm not going to pretend like you're listening. But somebody close to you probably listening, and they will tell you. So I just want to let you know, ease up, Brett. Ease up, Your name ain't totally tarnished yet. Everybody ain't full on hate you yet. Just ease me up with all that kind of noise that you're trying to make now. Because you're making yourself look bad. You're making we look bad as a country. Because remember, you representing we. You representing we police service. When you act like this, like a child, as soon as somebody tell you something, you want to tell them something back and these kind of things. Come on, grow up, all right? And it have crime to fight. Stop this keyboard warrior thing. Stop that. It have crime to fight. All right, let me get out there and fight some crime. I get in a call. People want to join the conversation. It's juicy. There we go. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Hello? Okay, I lost that call, boy. All right, but yeah, like the conversation juicy and people want to join in. Come join us in on Facebook, on the street. You're listening to this program. Yourself look bad, you're making we look bad as a country because remember, you representing we. All right. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Hello? Hey, morning,
yes,
sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
I listened to everything and I watching everything. What did I go on the TV this morning?
Mm-hmm.
And You see, what they're trying to tell us that they're trying to prevent crime. And so, it's trying, and it's talking about this word illegal. Which I keep asking them, this slot machine, the government says it is illegal, the police says it is illegal, but these machines is still operating.
And the right, like the right down the road and thing, you know. They may hide away, no way, no. The right day, yeah, the right day. Yeah.
If it is illegal, why they don't move and shut them down? Why do they move and shut them down?
You know, caller, I am with regards to this Susu, I didn't really take a side to say whether this Susu wrong or right, but what I looked at is how hard they're trying to crash that, and it has so much other things going on right in the public eye.
So much other illegal things, yes?
Yeah, right in the public eye.
Because you know why? Because you know why? It is African people that are doing that.
Yeah.
And African have to stay at the slaves. You must own money, you know. We cannot pool our money at all. Don't do that. And then we do that. That is the wrong thing. That is illegal. Everybody else could do illegal thing in this country.
And mind you, caller, these people who have in these slot machines and roulette and things, they do not carry the money to the bank, eh? So imagine how much money them have in the place.
All right?
Because they say they're making a case that having that much money in your place is illegal.
Right. So what about the Chinese and them? They tell us like, I'm not Chinese alone now. Because they have other people in this country, other Indians. Some Indians in this country too say they don't bank the money. They keep the money at home because when they were exchanging the money, a lot of people say that they keep the money at home.
Yes, when Dr. Rowley changed the money, right? A lot of the money that was missing, come back, eh? And so I mean, people have money pile up home.
$500 million, $500 million never returned.
Money still missing.
Yeah. So I want to know. You see, when you're telling me something, let me see the truth in it. If that is illegal, shut down all slot machines. And every corner in Trinidad, you could find every corner that was 4 slot machines or 3 slot machines. And I hear him too. And they said this money goes back to China.
Yeah, because why them don't buy nothing down here? You ever go in a store and see like a Chinese person in the store? Them don't buy nothing here?
No, they bring it in.
And they have their own groceries. They have their own Chinese grocery. Them have their own network here, you know. Them don't care about we.
No, and that is why the law has to be straightforward with everybody. If they say what the African doing is illegal, and they tell us already the Chinese slot machine and those things is illegal, why they are still operating? Why? Make two constitutions then. One for the African and one for the other races.
Yeah, when I call, I live in Arima, and it have about 4 in Arima, yeah? About 4. I don't even need to highlight the places because people from Arima know where it is. They know where it is.
You're only talking about 4. I live in Arima. I could tell you more than 4 in Arima.
Well, I can imagine. I don't play it, so I don't really know, but I know for sure it have 4.
I don't gamble. But I tell you, when I pass, I see them.
Yeah.
I see them.
Yeah.
Is that more than 4 in Arima?
And I just Arima alone.
All about that. And these are the things we have to do. If you want the country to keep upright, do the thing in United. It is illegal for African, it is illegal for Indian, it is illegal for Chinese, it is illegal for everybody.
But you want to know something, caller? The difference is we do not have a network.
No.
You understand?
No.
Yeah, we don't have a network. That's the difference.
No, because you see what we need to do? We need to get together and have money cut down. That we could take Queen Council. You see like these things, so you take a Queen Council to fight up that matter. And all of them would leave us, you know. They would leave us. As long as we cannot take a Queen Council, they will only put on our neck.
Yeah, well, yeah, man. Same to you, sir. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Straight facts, you know. Good morning to you all here on Facebook. Mrs. Ava Patrick and Mr. Marlon Sinclair. Good morning, and welcome. I won't be able to respond to the comments directly because I have to keep refreshing my page. Inside here, they're giving me some licks with this Wi-Fi. But you know, just to refresh the page and be back on again, so it's not much of a complaint. But good morning and welcome to all of you. Come and join the conversation, share the live. You know, tell us what you think. Yeah, but back to Mr. Gary Griffith. Come on, man. We just want results. We don't care. And I find if you are to be police commissioner, you can't be so easily hurt. You know, because it's natural. We down here, I going to say it live. You know, these are not the streets. These are not the views of the street 919 FM. But I'm going to say it live. We lawless. We like lawlessness down here. All different sorts of it. Some of us like more and less. So it's a lesser of two evils, but more or less we like lawlessness down here. And so if you are to be the police commissioner of a lawless place, it is obvious that you are going to receive some sort of hate at some time. And I shouldn't even have to say this. He should have noticed from time he was assuming that position. You know, he should have expect this. So this whole thing where you trying to bicker with people and respond to every little comment that you see and think, you have to be better than that. You have to be greater than that, man. Come on. I know you're better than that. Let me just share some information here with you guys. Yeah, let me just share some information here with you guys. You know, we have the Iwer stage. The Iwer stage was live last week. You know, it was real nice. It was real nice. As I say, we have a whole new stage, big drum set, and if you see a big stage, you know, like a big full-on studio, you could probably shoot music videos there. You know, so any little artist, something listening, get on to us now. If you want to shoot your little video and thing, we are green screen, we are thing. Come check it out. Come check it out. You know, also for any young artists listening out there, I will have a gentleman with me here on Friday, please God. He is coming to talk about movements that he is making with regards to music. He is actually the gentleman. I don't know if you all remember, but a couple weeks ago, no, not a couple weeks ago. Let me be truthful. The week before last week, I played a song from a young lady from Tobago, a soca song, and a guy, he was on the live and he said that he would be willing to sponsor and produce and whatnot for her because he deals with young talents. So he will be here on Friday, please God. So, you know, y'all can look forward to that. Also, for this Worship Wednesday, which is Wednesday on Iwer stage, I am trying to have some brothers from the Israelite Society. I'm not part of it, but they refer to themselves as brothers. So I'm trying to have some brothers from the Israelite Society. Right now they're having a feast going on. So once that is done, they will be able to come. And just to bring some insight into what they have going on, because for those of you who don't know, it is a very black-oriented religion. Also community, because I don't think they like to call themselves a religion. I don't want to misrepresent them, but yeah. So on Wednesday, I would like to have them here just for us to have a conversation of understanding. You know, we're not going to be here to argue with anybody or tell you your thing is wrong, your thing is right. It's just because what happened is that in Trinidad, we have this notion that every creed and race find an equal place, and the only way we could really be equal is through understanding. You know, if I don't know what's going on with you, so I just class you as this, that ain't going to go nowhere. Anyways, just some information on Iwer stage. This week on Iwer stage and Fun Me TNT, they present Wednesday, September 30th, 8 a.m. till. We have Worship Wednesday featuring My Journey, God Alone, I Walk With Me, Jara Nurse. On Thursday, October 1st, we have Pan with the well-known Duvon Stewart at 8 p.m. On Friday night, October 2nd, it is Calypso night, and we have Rio. Saturday, October 3rd, we'll be featuring our youths with the launch of the band Steam. We close off the weekend on October 4th with Reggae Sunday featuring Lady Lava. Yeah, man, what is a real nice lineup this week, boy. Our stage will be live on the Streets 919 FM Facebook page, Neil Iwer George Facebook page, Iwer TV, and Street on YouTube. Tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts. Iwer stage one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music. Pantrin Bago Youth Store, Lady Hills Avenue, San Fernando. Yeah, the Iwer stage, it's big on live right now, it's big on live. There's some more information. Change of business hours. Eastern Credit Union wishes to advise its members of all the following changes to its business hours for all branches: Sangre Grande, Arima, Tunapuna, St. Joseph, Port of Spain, Chaguana, San Fernando, and Tobago. 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then they reopen at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Last week of the month, branches will be open at 7:30 a.m. Please note that the Barataria branch remains closed at this time in adherence to the social distancing protocol. We apologize for any inconvenience caused and encourage members to utilize our call center online access by downloading our mobile app from the Google Play Store for Android and from iTunes for Apple users, and our ATM and link services, which are all available to maintain ample social distancing at this time. So yeah, so let's dive back into discussion because we have money all over the place. There is an alleged situation where one of the ladies, when the police officers went into the place to get the money and whatnot, I saw it in the papers where some of the workers there, they were assaulted. I'm not sure if assaulted is the right word, maybe too strong of a word, but I guess some blows, some of them get tapped and all kind of thing, because I saw a video with it, right, where some of them get tapped and thing. But word on the street, word on the ground, because this is you talk, so we like to bring solid word on the ground. So it is alleged. I don't want to claim anything, but it is alleged that one of the ladies who were there and she was attacked, she suffered a miscarriage. Yeah, I know, I don't know. I don't understand behind that. And in the video we saw that, well, the video I saw where the was getting the tap and thing, it looked like nothing so serious that would cause a miscarriage. But just to pass that on to you all, you know, do as you may with that. Those who for and those who are against. But this is just people saying that the susu, how we have it structured and all this kind of thing, it legit, people getting the money and whatnot. Right? So I'm not attacking that part. What I want to talk about, what I want to discuss is the fact that he says he's a licensed money lender, so therefore the restrictions or the limits, the limitations that it have on the amount of money you're supposed to have on your person and these kind of things should have been clear to him. So he knows fully well that what he's doing is to some degree wrong. Even if the susu itself that he's running is legit, as some people would argue, he knows that to some degree what he is doing is wrong. And so therefore he should not be surprised, in my opinion. He should not be surprised that, you know, the police is reacting in such a manner. Other alleged words on the street is that people are washing their money through the susu, you know. So, boy, real bacchanal. Okay, so I'm now getting all your comments here on Facebook. I now get all good. You see the kind of drama they're doing here? You see the drama they're doing there? Oh, gosh. Okay, so good morning to Miss Yvonne Johnson. Good morning, Small Dread. We are covering you. We covering you under the armor of God. Well, thank you. Thank you for the prayers. I just say my prayers in the morning too and in the evening, you know. But thank you, of course. Good morning, Mr. Marlon Sinclair. Keep giving us the truth. Keep on. Yes, I will try my best. I do stand for God, first and foremost, and that's what God does stand for. So I ain't going on and try to bring no kind of thing. If I'm not sure, I say it's alleged, but I bring it across still because it helps with the understanding of the broader picture, right? Someone is saying, Gary, are you afraid of Chinese? They have all the slot machines. Young girls is the token depreciation, and more coming on. Gary, give that a rest and go and see. It's funny when people speak in vernacular, you know, and go and see about people business, fix the crime, too much robberies. Yeah, boy. A couple was robbed the other day. Yeah, boy. Yeah. It really a real crime going on in a Gary. I wouldn't lie. Yeah. Come off our Facebook now. The same on your Facebook profile a little bit. The same on your Facebook profile a little bit, and let me go on. Let me fight some crime a little bit now. You was going good before. Let me go back to that. Right? He said Express lying and TV6 lying. So what we seeing in the video is lie. Gary, stop trying to fight it now. Stop trying to fight it. Just move on. Take the L. I feel like that's the problem. He's probably afraid to take the L. Take the L, admit your losses, and let me move forward. Let me move forward as a nation. Let me get back to things. Because right now, what you're doing ain't helping nothing. You understand? It's still a crime all over the place. It still have people in the Arangwe Savannah who go all you, who with all your mass and all your gathering and thing in the Arangwe Savannah go and call it out because like all you don't like to listen. All you. People in the Arangwe Savannah, and I could just imagine where else. But this is what I just see because I just commute on the bus route. You understand? I don't drive on the bus route. Don't feel like breaking the law. But I just commute on the bus route on an evening and I'm seeing all you. Or especially by the little kind of exercising thing where all of them does exercise. People on the Arangwe Savannah, all you please. Social distancing and wear all your masks. Alright? All you're using these equipment that people sweating on and you go in and touch it with your bare hands and you're wiping your face and you're touching up yourself with them same hands, no sanitization. Come on. Alright? Another note, people saying is the young people carrying home the virus to the older people. I want all you to pay attention to the kind of people that just be outside right now. Some of your older people outside. I just saying, some of your older people outside and all you who meeting up and hugging up and thing, I talking about from what I see. I'm not saying young people not outside and I'm not defending young people. I condemning all across the board. People, all you pay attention because it's COVID-19, it is something serious. It is not a joke. A lot of people making claims, here I go again with my alleged information, people making claims and saying that the COVID-19 is fake. People, that's one side. Some people making it political, I even go and touch on that. Some people are also saying, pay attention to our first case was from some man in Switzerland and you never hear from him again. So they're saying like, they bring that here for we because we was going good. just still pay attention to that. Plenty manners, I believe there is. Yes, I think there is still 800 tips. Yeah, I believe so. Sometime the other day I heard their ad. Because you know they used to have the ads on radio and thing called 800 tips and things. So I still believe there is. And if not, as much as you might deem it reliable, call 999. It honestly, sometimes it's not really reliable, eh? Because I will tell you, there's something happened in my house when I was around the age of 9, right? And we called the police. And, well, they was like, well, we have no vehicles right now and blah, blah, blah. We calling for a crime, eh? Mind you. We are calling for police to come and see nothing or nothing. The man done leave the house. You understand? He do what he had to do and he leave the house. And we there in the house. We call the police. Nobody come. Later on in the morning, because that was around 12 o'clock that happened, so all after 2 we out there, a black police jeep passed, but they weren't on us. They was just patrolling the area. Level of nonsense I don't understand. So, in order to fix Trinidad, boy, Trinidad, every segment broken, honestly. Government doing things, you know, as I tell all you, I'm not political and I don't vote and thing, right? Leave it to youthful ignorance, though. Don't come at me for that. That is just my preference. But one thing I recognize is that we keep falling for the age-old tactic of politicians walk in your area before election, and after election, nothing is being done. I live in the Arima area, but not Arima proper, right? So my constituents was Lahokita Talparu. The guy who we voted in, Foster Cummins, he walk around and he said that he will do this and that and this and that. So my eyes are just open. I'm not saying he'll do nothing yet. I'm not saying it yet. The man now getting to office, he getting his seat warm. I ain't saying nothing. My eyes just open, but some of the land that they cleared down for infrastructure that was going to build houses and stuff, the grass grow back. So Mr. Foster, if you're listening or if one of your people listening, just pay attention to that, please, because the grass grow back. It had farmers there on that land, but there was farming illegally, okay? But all you move them, and all you clear down the land, because all you see, all you're going to build house and thing. Please do something about that. We would like something done. Someone is saying, I realize cases involving politicians takes forever, but small man quick. Yeah, that is true. You know, but you know, I wouldn't really blame that on Gary Griffith himself. Because as I say, he probably just now realizing the level of authority that he actually have or actually don't have. It has some people, plain and simple, you just can't touch them. Because of the level of links and connections that they have, you just cannot touch them. That is all. No matter who it is, you just cannot touch them. If you really think you could really destroy the amount of corruption it have in Trinidad, watch me. You see, on the ground, it does have news. And ground news is something, it's hard to believe and it's hard to believe. Let me elaborate on that. it hard to believe, mainly because, it have no credited sources, it have nobody backing it or anything. But it hard to believe also because they're showing you the links. You will hear about how everything connected and you're like, nah, for true, boy? So it hard to believe, and it hard to believe. That's the thing with ground news, eh? But anyway, someone else is saying, okay, but to some degree, the Chinese 36-1 is wrong. And the police not bursting on every Chinese corner. Hey. Oh yeah, I want you to recognize something. Chinese people that's come across here, right? The first day in Trinidad and the owner grocery. So all you cannot argue with the Chinese people. Them have powers beyond we. I do not argue with the Chinese people, please. I do have powers beyond me. The touchdown, the first day in the land and the owner grocery. A big grocery. Not no, they sell no mango at the side of the road and they open a small parlor and the thing and the thing. No. Them first day on the land, they open a grocery. So don't attack the Chinese, please. Recognize that. Right? Small judge, until Gary attached the 36-1 Chinese playway, then I will say it is equal justice. It would be hard to serve equal justice even if he wanted to, because as I say, these people, they have a network. You understand? Because these Chinese people who you see, they do not own their groceries. There's somebody that is funding that, somebody supplying that, somebody who is very big, somebody who have a lot of power. So the groceries and the roulette and all of what they have, they have their stuff. They have people behind them. It's not as simple as just saying you're walking in the playway and you go and say, hey, this illegal, shut it down, let me gather everything and roll out. Like what they do with my boy up in La Haqueta. Let me don't say my boy, because I don't know part of that. I don't know part of that. All right, so let me don't say my boy. But anyway, yeah. Good morning, Tobago. Welcome. Welcome, yeah, man. I'm waiting on all your calls, and call us in 342-0081. I open for discussion. I want to talk. Let me talk. I want to talk. Someone is saying they're waiting on the budget. Give them a time and we will see. That I guess that is a response with Foster comments and thing, but okay. That's what I say. I'm just waiting. I ain't saying anything. Okay, so we're getting a call. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you. Good morning. Sorry to
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. The Chinese and them don't employ nobody.
No, they don't.
Well,
they don't.
And then they encouraging crime. Plain talk, bad manners. Everything in the house. You name it. They're doing it. Doctor and usual youth are gone.
Yeah, man, thanks. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I'm glad somebody else say it, so I don't have to say it. Plain and simple. I'm not even going to repeat it. All you hear. If all you didn't hear, all you miss out. Yeah, man. Someone is saying we want to have them kind of powers too. Well, you see, I find it hard to back that statement because here what's going on. To have them kind of powers, you have to be involved in evil. Right? Plain and simple, you have to be involved in evil to have them kind of powers. And I don't worry to do that. I worry to do things the right way and form a system the right way, but then the system for itself mash up. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Hello, caller. Good morning. Hello? What's going on here? Oh. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hi, morning.
Morning, sir.
How are you going?
I am fine. What's up?
I'm all right. I agree with you with the Chinese situation. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
If you watch any Chinese movie, three things they are involved in, which would be the mafia, heroin, and prostitution. And since the influx of Chinese, you notice the crime rate has increased a little bit, and people don't want to point fingers at it or say anything about it, but that's the reality.
Okay, caller. Just for for radio. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Continue. All right, you go on with that one. Yeah, we have to make sure we cover we grounds, because the people in these mafias also have the hands in other things, radio related. So we don't want them to mash me up. So we need to be quaint. All right, good morning to you, Small Dread. I'm in between listening to you and watching the spotlight of the budget on TTT. Have a wonderful day, my dear. Same to you, ma'am. Same to you, Miss Anne-Marie. Yeah, Miss Anne-Marie does log on to me, man. You know, I just had to highlight people who had a see often, eh? Yeah, it has some people. Miss Marceline Ned, yeah, you always hear Miss Crystal, I just see her. Sean Charles, Miss Anna Sisnet, yeah, I just see all that. Especially Miss Yvonne Johnson. Oh gosh, I'm a girl. She always here. So I always welcome all you know. Someone is saying as ground get a foothold, they want to mash it up. And that is true. Right? People on the ground, they get a little in where they could be making some money. And the top obviously will not like that, because when people make this money, they cannot go to the bank and say, I get it from a susu. So it's obvious that to some degree, they want to mash up that. Plain and simple. So yeah. So the money not going to the bank. The susu money not going to the bank, it not going to any of these institutions. People going to use it. And one thing I don't like is the fact that, okay, you're doing your susu, do your susu. But try to do something with your money. A lot of people will just take the money and go and buy a car, go and buy clothes, go and buy, you know, a lot of unnecessary things. And you're just there like, oh God, let we fight back and build a network that we own. You know, let we build our own network. You're seeing how the Chinese had a network. You're seeing how these other people had a network. Let we build our own network. Plain and simple. You know? Let me see what else people are saying. Good morning, caller. Welcome. I don't know. All right. Yeah, man.
Take me to the river, take me to the sea, wash over me music, bathe me in your melody.
Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hey, Small Jen, what's up?
I'm fine, man. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
Okay, welcome, sir.
I just want to make a few points, right?
Talk to us.
To me, honestly, one thing I noticed about the whole DSS and the business since it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want people to be smart as black people, because as black people and poor people especially, we are very culpable to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
If we pay attention, they never state how it is your money is being invested. You hear all kind of talks going left, right, and center about this, and this is the good investment, but you never tell you how. And this is what people need to be asking. These are the questions. How is my money going to be invested? How does my money make that scenario? Now, I believe if the head was to come out and say, look, this is what we're doing, this is how it's working, and it's in the public domain, then I think all this problem would have been null and void. You now had them kind of issues. But the mere fact that up to this day, they never came out and said, well, look, this is how your money is being invested. Because if it's one thing I know personally, it's schemes, right? And the amount of people are speaking about financial freedom, that is not financial freedom, people. In order for you to have financial freedom, we need to have financial education. We need to understand how finances work. And then we could understand investments and what the do's and the don'ts where it comes to investment. We can't throw our money into blind things. And because we get in a return, we don't really care how...
Yeah, where it coming from. Yeah.
In order to give us a return. You understand? Money don't just
multiply, yeah.
Out of the blue. And I have a real serious problem. Now, I understand this is time where people really desperate. They need some kind of financial help. And
yeah.
But we also had to keep our heads on our shoulders, because the same money and the same schemes and things that are being used could be used against us in the long run. You understand? Hence the reason why a lot of people saw it fit to jump in it Now, you small trade, you might have a late issue. You're owing somebody, and boy, it might be a viable thing for you because you've seen a quick return to really handle that person. You know, stuff like that. But what about the gang leader and the drug leaders? Remember how drugs used to be financed and crime was through government contracts. Now it's real tight. So the average youth now who don't have no contract coming left, right, or center, seeing this as a viable way.
Yeah.
Making a money. And so
Caller, you gotta wrap it up. We run into the break.
I read an article not too long ago stating that
20 seconds.
And it's expected because in order for you to even get a chance to get a return, you have to have money to invest. You understand?
Aye, caller.
You have to have money. You have to have some kind of money to invest.
You'll have to leave it there, sorry. You'll have to leave it there. We run into the break, sorry. Okay.
Let's talk on the streets.
The official station that defends the nation.